Good morning students. In today's class we are going to discuss about relative positions of a circle with respect to another circle. Now let us consider two circles S is equal 0 and S dash is equal 0 with their centers C1, C2 and radius R1, R2 respectively. S is equal to 0, S dash is equal to 0, be the two circles with centers C1, C2 and radii R1, R2 respectively. Now let us see how these two circles takes different positions in a plane. Now observe these circles. This circle, clearly one circle lies entirely outside the other. This relative position is called two circles are one away from other, or one circle lies entirely outside the other. Now you can imagine another position of the given two circles like this. Now in this relative positions, the two circles touch each other externally. They are touching circles, but they touch each other externally. So touch each other externally. Now imagine another relative position. You can imagine another relative position like this. There, the two circles are intersecting each other. In the diagram, the two circles are intersecting each other. So here, two circles are intersecting each other. Now, fourth one. Now, we can imagine the fourth relative position. Now, see this. Here the two circles are touching, but they are touching internally. Here the two circles are touching externally. Here the two circles are touching internally. So two circles touch each other. They touch each other, but they touch each other externally. Now fifth one. Look at this. Remember, this is not about concentric circles. These are not concentric circles. These are two circles with different centers. Now, you can see here one circle lies entirely inside the other. Here, one circle lies entirely inside the other. So, one circle lies entirely inside the other. So these are the relative positions of two circles. First one is one circle lies entirely outside the other. Second one is two circles touch each other externally. Next, two circles intersect each other. Two circles touch each other internally and one circle lies entirely inside the other. But we cannot draw diagram for a given circle directly, so that we need to find some geometric condition to solve the problems about these relative positions. Now, case 1, that is, one circle lies entirely outside the other. So, we are going to discuss about this relative position. Now, you can observe these circles S and S dash with their centers C1, C2 and radii R1, R2 respectively. Now see this, let us consider the length of the line segment joining C1 and C2, that is C1, C2. You can observe that C1, C2, that is the length or distance between C1 and C2 is always greater than the sum of the radius, that is R1 plus R2. In this relative position, you can observe that C1, C2 is greater than R1 plus R2. So if two circles satisfy that geometric condition, that is C1, C2 is greater than R1 plus R2, then we say that one circle lies entirely outside the other. So here we say that one circle lies entirely outside the other. Now, second point. Let us think about the common tangents that can drawn to these circles. Common tangent means it is a line which is tangent to both the circles. You can see this is a common tangent since this line touches both the circles. So you can draw another tangent. Now this is another common tangent. This line also touches both the circles. Is there any other possibilities? Yes, we can draw two more common tangents like this. So clearly you can draw four common tangents, that is two pair of common tangents. The number of common tangents is 4. You can observe that one pair of common tangents, these two, are intersecting on the line segment joining C1, C2, and another pair of common tangents are intersecting on the extended line segment joining C1, C2. These pair are intersecting on the extended line segment, and this pair is intersecting on the line segment joining C1, C2. Now, the pair of common tangents intersecting on the line segment C1, C2 is called transverse common tangents. Very, very important. So the pair of tangents that are intersecting on the line segment joining C1, C2, these pair of common tangents are called transverse common tangents. These are called transverse common tangents. And the point of intersection of the transverse common tangents. Point of intersection of the transverse common tangents is called internal center of similitude. So this is called internal center of similitude. Very important. The point of intersection of the transverse common tangents is called internal center of similitude, and it is denoted by P, letter P. Another very important point, P divides C1 C2 in the ratio R1 is to R2 internally. Now you can find the point P by using the ratio R1 is to R2 internally. You know the section formula, that is Lx2 plus Mx1 by L plus M, L by 2 plus M by 1 by L plus M. So by using that section formula, you can find the point P. So point of intersection of transverse common tangents is called internal center of similitude. It is denoted by P, and P divides C1 C2 in the ratio R1 is to R2 internally. Very important. Now there is another pair of common tangents that are intersecting on the extended line segment joining C1, C2. Now this is the pair of common tangents intersecting on the extended line segment joining C1, C2. These pair of common tangents are called direct common tangents. The pair of tangents that are intersecting on the extended line joining C1 C2 are called direct common tangents. So these are called direct common tangents. Now the point of intersection of direct common tangents is called point of intersection of direct common tangents is called external center of similitude. It is called external center of similitude. Now, external center of similitude is denoted by the letter Q. This point of intersection is denoted by the letter Q. And remember that Q divides the line segment joining C1, C2 in the ratio R1 is to R2 externally. So, Q divides C1, C2 in the ratio R1 is to R2 externally. We can find that point of intersection using section formula Lx2 minus Mx1 by L minus M, L by 2 minus M by 1 by L minus M. Now case 2. You can see the two circles are touching each other externally. Let C1, C2 be the centers and R1, R2 be the radii. You can observe that the distance between C1 and C2 is equal to R1 plus R2. So if C1 C2 is equal to R1 plus R2, you can identify that C1 C2 is equal to R1 plus R2. Then two circles touch each other externally. If C1 C2 is equal to R1 plus R2, then the two circles touch each other externally. Now let us think about the common tangents that we can draw to these circles. Now this is one common tangent. This is another common tangent. So you can draw one pair of direct common tangents. And you can draw one common tangent at the point of contact. Means the two circles touch each other at some point. You can draw common tangent at that point. So number of common tangents. Number of common tangents is 3. That is one pair of direct common tangents and one common tangent at the point of contact. Now clearly P is the internal center. P divides C1 C2 in the ratio R1 is to R2 internally. Another important point. Equation of common tangent at the point of contact. Point of contact is S minus S dash is equal to 0. This common tangent at the point of contact can be given as S minus S dash is equal to 0. You will learn this concept in system of circles. So, if C1 C2 is equal to R1 plus R2, then the two circles touch each other externally. And number of common tangents is 3. And the equation of common tangent at the point of contact is S minus S dash is equal to 0. Next, case 3. Here the two circles are intersecting each other. Very important concept for objective type of exams. So here the two circles are intersecting each other. Now if mod R1 minus R2 less than C1 C2 less than R1 plus R2, you can see this is the mod R1 minus R2 because this distance is R1 and this distance is R2. So this will be mod R1 minus R2. Now this mod R1 minus R2 is always less than C1 C2. And again C1 C2 is again less than mod R1 plus R2 or R1 plus R2. So if mod R1 minus R2 less than C1 C2 less than R1 plus R2, then two circles intersect each other. Very important concept for objective exams. Now let us think about the common tangents. Now here you can draw only one pair of direct common tangents. So number of common tangents is equal to 2. So next, Case 4. Now in this case the two circles are touching each other, but they are touching each other internally. If C1 C2 is equal to mod R1 minus R2, you can easily observe that now this is R1, this is R1 and this is R2. So C1 C2 can be written as mod R1 minus R2. If you take R2 from R1, you will get C1 C2. So if C1 C2 is equal to mod R1 minus R2, then two circles touch each other internally. Very, very important concept. Now clearly you can see the point of contact is on the extended line segment joining C1 C2. It is not on the line segment joining C1 C2. It is on the extended line segment joining C1 C2. So you can draw one common tangent at the point of contact. So number of common tangents is equal to 1. That is the common tangent at the point of contact. Common tangent at the point of contact. What is the point of contact here? It is Q, which is the external center of similitude. So if we have to find the point Q is the external center of similitude. So Q divides C1 C2 in the ratio R1 is to R2 externally. We all know that. So if P divides C1 C2 in the ratio R1 is to R2 internally, then Q divides C1 C2 in the ratio R1 is to R2 externally. And the equation of common tangent at the point of contact is S minus S dash is equal to 0. This common tangent at the point of contact is given by S minus S dash equal 0. Very, very important concept. So if two circles touch each other internally, then C1 C2 is equal to mod R1 minus R2. Number of common tangents is 1, and the equation of tangent at the point of contact is S minus S dash equal to 0. Now case 5. Here one circle lies entirely inside the other. So if C1 C2 is less than mod R1 minus R2, then one circle lies entirely inside the other. Very, very important concept for objective MCET or JEE exams. Here the number of common tangents is 0. That is why it is more important than other for JEE exams. So number of common tangents you can draw in this case is 0. That is when C1 C2 is less than mod R1 minus R2. You have to read all these concepts to solve the problems. Very, very important for 7 marks questions.